Hi friends, going through this little bin of fabrics from another blanket that I had made. So, let's see here. These some beautiful, bright, happy fabrics, some triangles, right? So in this case here, there's yellows and blues and basic bright primary colors, and so cute, right? So on the bottom of here, there's lots of blues. So you know, the bubble ocean theme here. So, and then I found this fat quarter bundle of sharks. How adorable. So what I'm going to do is try and figure out what I want to do with these for right now. But I definitely want to make a quilt with these guys because look how adorable. This is a Michael Miller fabric. So pretty. So what I'm going to do here is take everything out off camera and then we're going to organize it and see what we can make. Lots of nice size pieces, fun colors, lots of these blues, like I said, these bubble fabrics. Some of these fabrics were gifted to me, so there are lots of this fabrics, nice strips. And then there are smaller strips. Look how much fun. So now what we're going to do is organize the fabrics by sizes and see which ones we'll be able to use for our project. So I found these two 5-inch blocks, right? So cute. And I thought that, you know what, I have a 5-inch ruler. So between my 5-inch ruler as well as my slotted ruler, I'm going to start breaking up some of these pieces and then share with you along the way. Okay, project planning. So the bigger pieces here, all the viable pieces, these are blenders. So these are all the larger pattern pieces, blenders, and then strips. So time to get cutting. Okay, friends, quick update. So I had taken the pattern pieces and cut them up into 5-inch squares, and my blender fabrics, my orange, greens, yellows, and blues, and reds, I cut them into 5-inch squares, and then I cut them in half on the diagonal. So now we're going to try and put these together somehow. So I have one of my 5-inch pattern pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half again. Okay, and then I'm going to give a nice crease to each one of these sides here. Okay. So unfold it here. So I'm going to take one of my half 5-inch pieces here, and I'm going to mark the point here with one of the folds, and I'm going to clip. You could pin. You don't have to do anything if you don't want. And just to make sure that my pieces on the top here are flush, I'm going to flip this around, and on the opposite side here, I'm going to take another piece, and I am going to do the same thing. So before I do any sewing or anything, I want to make sure that this is right on the point here. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. So it's going to match my fold. And to double check myself, I'm going to take my two pieces here, and I'm going to make these guys flat, right? So to make sure that my points are matched up where there's nothing sticking out. Looks like this might be off a little bit here. So I am going to move this piece over a little bit. Okay, I've moved it over. Our points match up. So now a 1/4-inch stitch down both sides. So I'm going to be trimming off these little doggies here, and then we're going to work on the other side. Okay, so I did both sides the same way, and this is my block, as well as I have 28 or 29 other blocks, and I have pressed and trimmed them all up. So now we're going to put these together and make something fun. Okay, so I wound up sewing these actually in columns because I had messed up on the patterns of a couple of these. So, and that's so totally okay. So for now I have 7 in each column of 7.5-inch blocks. So they just look really lovely. They turned out real cute, and the vibrant colors with Jesse's help, the primary colors really make these blocks pop. So yeah, I love this triangle pattern for each of the different pieces. So I'm going to continue in the same fashion, and I'll be back. Hi there, friends. So yes, I did wind up doing the columns because I made that one boo-boo, but that's okay. So I have 5 7.5-inch blocks in each row and 6 in each column. And this is quite busy right now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking this up, add a cute little border. I'll add some fun little fabric in between and frame it out a little bit. So excited. I love the bright colors. Very exciting. Hi there, friends. So yes, I picked out this really fun keepsake calico blue fabric. Looks like little bubbles to be able to frame out each of the columns and to go all the way around the outside of the top. So much fun. Yay. Well, friends, scraps from my previous quilt, my Under the Sea quilt, as well as some scraps gifted to me by Miss Kathy, a cute, bright, happy ISpy quilt. These are so much fun. I spy little fishies and whales and sharks. This is just so much fun, and the mistake that I made with just doing the columns instead of rows, I just think that turns out so cute. So this is a 45 by 47. I did not finish the backing or the binding or anything because I am still deciding which fabric to use. So I will keep you guys updated. How much fun are these? So cute. These little snails and shells. And we have some starfish. So adorable. So yes, this is just wonderful, and I just think it just turned out so cute. So let me know if you guys ever made an ISpy quilt. Joe wants to know. And look how fabulous this Michael Miller fabric is. Just the whales, and just so much fun. This little border fabric is just so cute. So this is not perfect. Nope. Does everything line up? No. Is it just so cute anyway? Yes. So let me know if you guys ever made an ISpy quilt or think about it. What do you guys think of this? So this is just the top. But thank you guys so much for coming on this little quilt top journey with me. So this is just scraps from my previous quilt as well as my Happy Mail. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it.